Hello, everyone. It's Donnie here, and I'm back with another installment in my classic movie spotlight series. And I am continuing in my Halloween theme all this month. But this film, the film I'm going to talk about, is not exactly a, a horror movie, even though it has the word horror right in the title. It's a film from 1986. It's called Little Shop of Horrors. It's like a horror comedy musical everything, and I I'd heard about it for years and years and years, and kind of always wanted to see it, and I'd seen bits and pieces of it here and there, but I finally got to sit down and watch it a couple weeks ago for the first time ever straight through. So and I really enjoyed it and wanted to talk about it. So it's kind of a film that if you're not a big fan of horror movies and want something more, light and funny and entertaining, but still in the Halloween theme, this is a great choice. It was directed by Frank Oz, and it stars Rick Moranis as Seymour, and Ellen Green, who starred in the musical that this is based off, that this was based off of, as well as a number of other actors. Steve Martin has a hilarious supporting role in it, and um, has cameos from people like Bill Murray and John Candy. So it's just a lot of fun. It's interesting how this movie came about. It's a remake of a 1960 film by uh, that was made by Roger Corman, who was a very popular like B movie director, and was did all these like cheesy sci-fi and horror movies and that. And he had this film in the 1960s, which actually gave Jack Nicholson one of his first starring role. Um, not no, not really a starring role. It was one of his first movie roles. Um, and Bill Murray actually plays the same Jack Nicholson character in the film in the 1986 version. So it's in this film, it is about a little flower shop where Rick Moranis' Seymour character works with Audrey, played by Ellen Green, and he pines for her. He has a huge crush on her, but she's dating a dentist, played by Steve Martin, who's kind of a sadist and is like a real just jerk character. He's big, over the top, and terrible. Um, so the floral shop is struggling mightily, but when Seymour finds this little Venus flytrap, it starts getting attention, bringing more and more customers into the store, and the plant keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But then Seymour later discovers that it feeds on meat and like has a taste for human blood. He actually discovers this when he cuts himself, and the plant starts eating. And it's so now he kind of has this moral dilemma. It's like, how do I keep, I have to feed like real humans to this character, to this plant, and but I can't, but he really can't do this, but he's so happy with all the interest that it's generating for for the shop. So it's big, it's over the top, and just a crazy film, but it's very entertaining, very funny, and I really I really enjoyed it. You know, like I said, it was based off the 1960 film, which itself was based off of which itself got adapted into a Broadway musical. Well, not exactly a Broadway musical. It was actually off Broadway. And I find it kind of interesting because musicals getting adapted into film is is pretty commonplace. It's not a rarity. But this was a musical that did not uh, go to Broadway. I think it may have since then. I'm not sure, but it was just a very popular underground off Broadway musical that just generated so much interest and became so popular that they decided to make a film with it. It's kind of a rarity. I can't really think of any other off Broadway musicals that became films. It's usually they start off Broadway, get popular, and then go to Broadway itself. And you know, I essentially they cut out the middleman with this. So I just find that very fascinating and everything. So the film was a financial success. It was a pretty, fairly popular, like not a huge monumental cultural phenomenon, but it was pretty popular. And it got very good reviews from critics and was nominated for 2 Oscars for its visual effects and the original song. I would tell you what the name of the song is, but the name of the song itself kind of is kind of a minor spoiler of the film. So if you've never seen this and you don't want the ending given away or key plot points given away, then don't Wikipedia it first. Just watch it straight through. And then, um, well, like I said, I found it very funny. I love, Rick Moranis is one of my favorite actors. He's my favorite part of one of my favorite movies, Spaceballs. His character's hilarious in that, and I just always enjoyed everything he's ever done. That, the same with Steve Martin and Bill Murray and John Candy. Like they just always, are on the mark in every role that they've done in their careers. And so so it's filled with some of my favorite actors. So that's why I did enjoy it, and I'm glad I finally got to see it. I know this is kind of like a more recent film in my classic film, movie series that I'm the last film I talked about is from the 30s. Now we're fast forwarding 50 years, but it doesn't matter what time period film comes from. It's a great film. It's a great film, and any film from any time period can be a classic. So you know, and that's my point there. So this video is a little shorter than my other ones, but yeah, I'd recommend this film if it's great for someone who wants something Halloween related but don't really like the all out horror movies. It's a great choice. So, and as always, I'm open to new suggestions for movies and TV shows to do videos on. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, all the works. And until next time, take it easy.